Hey folks, it's Jude. I'm just going to take a moment to vent here. Okay, so I was walking a client's dog today, and I noticed up ahead in a person's yard there was a family with a dog, a larger dog, and I could tell it was off leash. I can also tell that it was probably just about to jet from the yard. So, as my assumption was correct, it ran across the street to the next door neighbor's yard. Of course, they must have knew one another. And then I'm like, okay, it's going to come charging at me next, and it did. It came charging at me. Of course, I say stop, and I try to protect the dog that I have. The dog still keeps on running the owner behind it, basically saying, get back here, come, and such. And I just looked at the owner and said, I don't understand why you don't have control of your dog. They proceeded to say, I do have control. I'm like, really? You just called the dog like 10 times and it never even responded. Continue to come at me. I ended up pulling a muscle in my leg. Finally, the owner gets the dog back, shooing it with a rag, swatting at its butt with a rag. And I just say to myself, wow. So I continue to keep on walking by the yard, and I said, it's one thing to have the dog in the yard off leash, but it's another thing when it comes charging out at me, and a client's dog puts us in danger. Even if the dog is friendly, I don't care. It still puts me and the dog I have in danger, because we could trip and fall. The dog could jump on us. The dog I have might not like other dogs. If I was a small child or an elderly person, I could have gotten injured. I mean, anything could happen. Just own up. Take responsibility. Don't sass at me and say, you know what you're doing and this and that. Imagine this person knew who I was, who they were talking to, with over 30 years experience trying to tell me they have control. I said, you want to see control? I'll show you what control is. Have a good day, folks.